Good evening, good evening, good evening, good afternoon. A very wonderful, happy new year to everyone listening to my voice. This is the Horizon, the voice of the Amazonian on ABC TV. The women are here again today to wish you a very happy year and to take you a little bit over, through, and up and down on the topics which are you here on ABC TV Horizon. This is going to be the recap of the year 2020, and we equally have for you Vision 2021 unfold from the Department of Women's Services in the interim government. You are welcome, and we appeal to each and every one of you. The link has been shared in most of the fora. Please just go on and click and share and invite as many persons as possible. Today is a holiday. We are all at home. So please, ladies and gentlemen, fellow Ambazonians, friends and sympathizers of the Amazon liberation struggle, you are all welcome to the first edition of the Horizon, the voice of the Ambazonian woman on ABC TV. Thank you very much. See you after the interlude. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, once more, we welcome you. For those of you who are just joining us now, this is the Horizon, the voice of the Amber Woman on ABC TV. Your mothers, your wife, your sisters, your aunties and daughters are here this moment to share with you. The lines will equally be open for you to share and to contribute on whatever topic you were able to participate during the year 2020. And we are here for you because we know that you are out there. We are all here together because of our liberation struggle and God's mercy, the strength He has given us throughout the year to stand up to this new year. It is that same strength and power, resilience, togetherness that we believe that we shall make it through this year. Many programs have gone through before this time, requesting everyone to pick their banner, pick up their mantle, pick up their staff and their sword, and to march on to victory. Victory is ours. None of us should give up on the way because only losers do give up. Please, ladies and gentlemen, sympathizers of Ambazonian liberation struggle, we say a big thank you. And I wouldn't talk alone. I will be bringing you our panelist today is no other than Dr. Patience Abiedu, aka Ma Patience, who has relentlessly, sleeplessly made sure these programs stood the test of time. My patients, you are welcome.
Happy Happy New Year, Mauricio, and Happy New Year to our team on ABC. Always ready to get us on the show. I want to wish a Happy New Year to everyone watching us right now, all over the diaspora, ground zero and ground one. I wish you peace, joy, hope, and love. Those four things are everything that we all want in our lives, and I wish them for every one of you. The Horizon is a dream of this department, and the sole purpose is to make sure that we are connected to all Ambazonians that believe in our liberation quest. are also to bring on board those who are just waiting in the side, not sure exactly whether to jump into the ship or to stay outside. So this program, the Horizon, which debuted in 2020 and the early part of 2020, has stood the test of time. And I think we intend to do more or better things in 2021, God being on our side. Again, I say Happy New Year. Thank you, Ma Rachel.
Very well, my patience. Thank you very much. I can always smile each time I see you because I know the lots of work, sleepless nights and work going each time at the background. And if we are here today, it's because I don't think it's because some people said we must be connected to other women who are in the bushes, those that are in refugee camps, those that are giving birth in the bushes, those that have lost hope, those that have buried their sons and their husbands, those that have really felt this brunt of the war. And for those of us, those other ones that are in foreign lands, like women being treated like just like beggars and strangers, um, this opportunity has come to our doorsteps for Amazonians, Southern Cameroonians, to take up their staff and say, we are marching to the end. The women are not left behind. In most cultures and most traditions, the women are not being mentioned. They push the women to the backyard. But I will remember one senior comrade in this our revolution, Comrade Kennedy candidate. I will appreciate him every day, every time for being the woman crier in this revolution. He has always insisted that in every place, let women be squeezed in between. Let women be brought to the limelight to speak, because the name the enemy wants to give us, when women do stand in front, other emotions, other senses are being aroused. So therefore, we in the Horizon, the women in the women's department, from the federal level, the national level, till the LGA level, we will not relent. We will continue to talk to ourselves, carry on the projects we do carry, continue to reach out to each and every one of us and thanking you for the marvelous support you give to the women's department. We will say it here in the Horizon because this is where our voice is being heard. We will tell you a very big thank you as the program unfolds. The next panelist you will be greeting this evening is Mad Gertrude. This is a very powerful lady, the chair, one of the lady chairs in the county. If you know her, you must have realized that she's over. She's a woman for the Amazonian liberation, and she is there till the end. Margaret, you are welcome. It's frozen. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow Amazonians, friends and sympathizers of the liberation struggle, you are on the horizon. From time to time, we could be having some technical issues. You know, we are all connecting from different parts of the world, from Europe, America, Asia. It is not usually easy to get everyone connected via this internet, and we all know of the network issues. Margaret Church couldn't come in, but notwithstanding, we are going to go straight into our points of discussions, and that we will be having a video played very soon in between the program. Our technical crew is going to see into that because we couldn't have everyone that participated during 2020 for this program. So we just did a thank you video to appreciate each and every one of us and to continue to encourage us to show up whenever we are being contacted, and to also let every other Amazonian know that, be you a man or a woman, it is time for you to rise up and make your voice contribute to the other voices that are already talking, already doing whatever thing they are doing. So if you do not see yourself on that video, it's because you did not have time to come when you were invited.
What happened? They
And
called
we
you.
believe you will subsequently. Do we have Margaret? If not, my patience, I would just invite you, you know, the very first day we kicked off with the Horizon, we just spoke like women, calling women on board, introducing the women's department. You, as the Secretary of State for the Women's Department, what can you say? What were your efforts, the high and low tides, to ensure that the Horizon became a reality? My patience.
Yeah, so the women's department was created when after the Berlin conference, which took place in April of 2019. I almost said last year, April 2019. And after that
Yeah.
conference, the president opened this new department, Department of Women's Services. And I think it was a great, very, very strategic decision because that has brought women into the struggle. And women are doers, and women get things. Women come from a different perspective in examining different aspects of nation building. So, with that said, we decided that having a program on ABC solely for women to get the voice of the woman would be very critical in running the department. We struggled for months to get a host. We struggled for months to get, because getting the host was the most important thing. And Marisha, let me say that I really, really appreciate you from the bottom of my heart, because without you, there will be no The Horizon. You cannot have a program without a host. And it took several months of trying to get somebody. And as again, the department was created in 2019. The Horizon only became a reality in 2020, when after several months of trying here and there, we made this connection with you, and you were willing to take up on this huge responsibility, which it is. In fact, I've told you that my husband always say, why don't you make this thing twice a week, so that you can give my Rachel a break, you can give the technical crew a break. And I said, well, the host and other women are so passionate about keeping connection with Ground Zero and Ground One that we have to just stay the course and make it a weekly program. And so getting guests, getting panelists has been challenging. We have topics that are, there's so many, the list of topics are unexhaustible. So we should not have a problem getting topics, but the challenge is getting the panelists. We hope 2021 will be a different year. We hope that if you're listening to us now and you feel the love for this show, you feel the love for your people on the ground, and you want to contribute, you're welcome. You're welcome. And also, if you're on the other side, if you're on the other side and you believe strongly that staying with La Republique is the best way to go, you're welcome to come to the horizon and debate one of our women. That would be welcoming. So let's do 2021. We reach out to our adversaries and hope they can make their own voices heard, and we can challenge them to understand why we believe in our nation to be Ambazonia. Ma Rachel, I'm sure you have some things to add to this challenge because you were in the process all along.
Yes, yes, that is very true. You are not far from the, not even far. You are in the fact. You are just saying de facto. Because I will just go a little bit back just to appreciate that day we were in Berlin for ASC, yeah,
ASSC,
ASC, yeah, ASC one, yeah,
yes.
thank you. And the number of women that were there was really like wow. Myself, I was like, okay, women, we are not where the, you know, people always say if you want to make have a church, you want to create a church, just look for 5 women and start. They will bring their friends, bring their husbands and their children. The church will be full up. So when I saw the number of women that we were in Berlin, I said, okay, I listened that time. It was you and Ma Irene. I think one other sister who they were whispering me that what if there is a women's department and this, and I was so happy at the end of the conference when President Sako said, um, for this reason we are going to be creating our women's department, and it was a thing of joy. I remember Ma, and she was really like, whoa, that is it, and it was really a thing of joy. So women, for me, what I have to say concerning this horizon, um it has really been challenging, taking into consideration that women form about 52% of the world population. It applies to every culture, which means Amazonian women were also supposed to be like in the majority. And my patient said it. Topics are not. We have outlined so many things that we want to share and encourage women on ground zero. We have outlined them, but where are our women to come and talk? Where are we? It is not just for a handful of women. Each day you will see more patients, you will see more Gertrude, you will see more Rachel, you will see Iya Marianta, you will see some just, it will just be as if the revolution is theirs. Please, ladies, mothers, we know it's not easy, but try to come up. I will appreciate the women who said, I may not come forth, but let me contribute via telephone. Most of them used the WhatsApp call number and they contributed. That is also the voice of the Amazonian woman on the horizon. Even when you can't come with your picture, come with your voice. Be the voice of the voiceless. If we in the diaspora, we are afraid, what of those in ground zero? And 21 gun salutes for those women who called during this program from ground zero. I don't know how I can really appreciate you, your boldness, your readiness, your steadfastness to see Ambazonia a reality. And it pains because we have many other sisters in the diaspora who do have blogger channels, who have Facebook pages, who have WhatsApp pages. They are blogging there. They are teaching people in other fields of life. But I believe that they equally know something about the revolution. I will appeal to you, many of such sisters, to come up and even make a call and support the other women. As my patient said, even if you do not want, you are on the other side, you may be that adversary, you may not want Amazonia, but then there is a woman like yourself suffering somewhere. There is a woman that has been pushed from her home into the forest where she does not even have a sanitary pad. She is using moss plants to block her own menstrual period. You are a woman. you can talk to that effect and beg the perpetrators of this war to say, please stop the war. If it's only for a woman, it's only a child, stop the war. So, Ma Gertrude, thank you. I can see you are now with us. It is a thing. Just greet the people and let the people know that you are here and how far you've come with the horizon, and how do you think the horizon has been really helpful to the women in this revolution? Margaret.
Thank you. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, listeners. My name is Gertrude, and as Rachel just said, I've been on this program a couple of times, and I think it's a program that women should come to and talk, because women are always the backbone of the society, even in the home. You see, sometimes in the home, the husband has difficulties doing something, and he cannot say, I cannot do it. He just says, Mommy, no, this na woman thing, go do it. And that is how important women are. They do the little things, the big things, they cut across. So for us to be here talking, it's the voice of the people. So I'm always encouraged. I always think that for people to be wise is to listen to women. You see, people, when you see the place that men sit together and talk, they acknowledge it. But they have that fear of saying, if we make women know that they are the backbones of the society, they'll override us. And so, but we know, and we don't take it for granted, and we use our skills for the good of mankind, and that's what we do. We will never say, because we know or we can do this and you cannot do, we are going to take over. There's nothing to take over. We just want to be partners, and that is what this show is about, for people to see that women are part of the fabric of this society. We have something to offer. Give us a chance, talk with us, listen to us, acknowledge us. And when you acknowledge us, you will get more than saying, oh no, you're not important. Then in the back, you're doing what it is that we say. It's just simple. And that's what this show has been, to accentuate the positive, to show what it is that is happening in the country, what is happening with our movement, how we can change, how we can do good things, how women can be empowered to do things for themselves and for the society, and not feel that because sometimes they are not being acknowledged, they should keep their ideas to themselves. No, so this show is here to encourage everybody that even if people don't acknowledge you, you're heard, you're important. Don't keep those good ideas to yourself, because the world is missing. And we are 50 something percent, over 50% of every society where we belong to. And so just imagine that if we are holding that much ideas to ourselves, then the world is missing. And we don't want Ambazonia to start that way. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much, Margaret. It's really true. If you have an idea, do not make it a monopoly. Do not hold it to yourself. Do not be selfish. Really, I would say this, our liberation struggle has really helped a lot of us in every area. I wouldn't pick any area of it out. People who did not know our history, somehow through listening and narrations and attending meetings and listening to our TV shows, from Secretary Chris to every other show, can bear witness to this is a fact that liberation people have really learned. Those who had the historical background, those who had the judicial, those who have administrative knowledge, they are bringing it because we started from the beginning and said we were not prepared for this revolution, and no one has. We were not prepared. There were no schools that we went there to learn anything that today we are just perfecting along the line. If you maybe watch the first day we have, some of us appeared on this ABC TV, to they just laugh. I just foresee a program where we will have to do a short extract of day one to where we are today. It's really going to be a thing to say we have come this far. Really, sisters, mothers, and aunties, friends, it is our responsibility to come up like women to make this program, this 2021, to really be your knowledge. What I know, you may not know. What you know, I don't know. It's only when you say, "Ma Rachel, ma Patience, what if we come and discuss this topic?" Then we look at it, all of us, good. We prepare it, we come and share it with other people. You may watch a program, you say they didn't do it well, where you could have come and contributed to say, "Come, I want to give my own idea." You come in and bring your own idea. Don't just sit there and say, "Why they not doing like that? Why they go see the way they make them?" Well, come and help them. So that next time when they want go on air, maybe that fine way all man go appreciate them. All we not did the same. They say this five finger, then they not did the same. So thing where you know, I don't know. The one where I know, you don't know. I don't learn a lot along the line for this our revolution, and I believe many of us. I just thought generation knows dementia because many of us they read history. Everybody is digging into knowledge to know what is going on. Please, mothers, come out and help us. Support your own voice by being part of ABC TV. My Patience or Margaret and Margaret Road. When I remember the other first topic where we'll be treating for this horizon was education, the Amazonia we are fighting for. Margaret Road, I can remember you came twice. You took the background of the psychological part of preparing the child. And my Patience also went to the rights of education, right to schooling, fundamental rights. And it was really, I went through the program. Some of the things that we did, I said, okay, can you people just like remember what we spoke that day, how we wanted it to be? Can you imagine education, an educational system for the Amazonia we are fighting for? What came to your mind, or what has added to that knowledge that you had that time to this time? A year,
Um,
let me say months, yeah.
okay, so that topic it was very important. I talk for Pigeon. That topic will be very important because there's some echo. Anyway,
It's gone.
because the reason why we started this war in the first place, not because of our educational system. The reason we started this war, I say, the teachers have been going on a strike with the lawyers them, and then the teachers have demand certain things because we know say most of our schools them now French people they don't start teach for our schools them, and the type of quality of education what we begin to get them, they be very substandard. So because of that, the teachers is go demand say the only one main are we teach we picking them. When I say we, I mean people from southern Cameroons where they get the Anglo-Saxon heritage, the way for teach. Men are only them teach we picking them for schools. And Marish, I don't know you guys hearing an echo.
No,
Okay,
I hear you well.
No,
okay, I'll
yeah,
just
there is an
continue.
echo. There is a, yeah, just continue, ma.
Okay, so and then we compare how picking when they come out for school, when they be taught by this way French people them, they not really be read they not even read well, their competency be very substandard, very low. So we come for this program, so more we talk about education, the education we are fighting for. Well, when we get we own Ambazonia, the type of schools we will get them, where we will get elementary through university education, we'll get technical education, we'll get education for the handicapped, because even for America, people the way they be handicapped, they get educated. Even people the way they call them for Cameroon, say Mumu, here they get education. So that series of program, we had at least 4-5 weeks on that topic, where we get different experts that we can talk. Margetro was one of them, and it will explain a little bit more after I finish. So I'm sure we'll still talk about education in 2021 because nothing way it be so important in our building our society. We know some people they need to go school now. Some they go, but most people they need to go school now, and we're going to find a way where we'll bring those people them up to standard, where they will continue for being the best people that will be for our Amazonian society. So education was a very important topic.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you, Mape. Thank you, Mape. Yeah, we are being interrupted from one time to the other. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you are on the horizon, the voice of the Amber Woman on ABC TV. Happy New Year to everyone who is just joining us now. We are talking on 2020 recap of the voice of the Amber Woman on ABC TV. We are just scanning through all the topics that we may not go through all of them, but we are just picking some points to just enlighten us and to see how far we came, so we will know how much energy, whatever we have to bring in for the vision in 2021. And then, if I can add to what my patient said, you remember when everyone was saying that we're picking the knee go school, or we're picking the knee go school, or we're picking the knee go school. Now we can't start talk say how pikin dey go do go school wey gun dey fly for left, gun dey fly for right. More to that, dem wan talk say when pikin dem dey go school, English teacher go come go say when principal some new there be transfer some new English teacher may go for some school, e go reach meet up the principal, no be lie o. The principal ask am say, are you the new English teacher? He say, yes, I am. So, but the say yes, I am. Now that kind of people, the way you want to me, they go start teacher picking. Many of those things then so all we know. If all my, I got my friend the way they used to give small that news thing that will happen. So if you know that kind of thing, I will be saying we not live for picking them because we're the days of Sase. We remember where they say I know the talk Sase for here. But now if you look and sometimes the Sase not even there again. So now some that fine educational atmosphere where we dey tell our people say we don't come for realize and say these people they don't to infiltrate we. And now we thought say may they fix this country, they not gree fix am. Now they start key what picking them, how they want me picking them go school. And at that point where we reach for that psychological aspect where we'll say how you expect pikin may gun the shout boom boom boom, then you say me go school. Now from that time where Margaret to become that day, like from that background to kind give us idea. Margaret, now you know how to explain as you be doing that day. What were the psychological impact that you thought that children rushing to school in an environment where bullets are flying left, right, center, stray bullets, and there's rape, there's miming everywhere. What soldiers around school campuses? Just remind the people again why you thought, or psychologically, why should children not study under such conditions? Margaret.
Thank you, Ma Rachel. Do you see me? Okay. Thank you, Ma Rachel. If I can remember what we were talking about, I was saying that at this time, the child needs to build their confidence, that their mother needs to hold them close, tell them that they love them, and that will make that child be psychologically ready for anything, to fight anything. Because when you're scared, you cannot even determine what is good and what is bad. Everything you know what they call post-traumatic stress disorder. People develop those things because you don't everything it scares you. You don't know what to go to or what to run against, and you're afraid of everything. But when you have your parents, you have people who are close to you. Your parents in our own African context, it's not always your mother and your father. The people, the adults who are around you, your friends, they hug you, they talk to you, they play with you, they reassure you. You see, back home, we have the education that is of different levels. Children learn from their older siblings, from the younger ones, and so everybody is learning from everybody. That's why we don't have a lot of daycares. I mean, we do have early childhood, but not daycares, because the daycare starts from when you're born. You're out there, everybody is carrying the baby starts walking, everybody is clapping and praising you. Your parents cannot do that by themselves, but society helps you. And so that's what I was trying to say, that those things that we have been doing, we should double down on them. Where the community is looking out for everybody, we share, we appreciate people, we beef people's morale. Those are the things that will make us survive. And those are the things that will make us go on when this war is over. And so one of the things that I think we gain from things like this is that people begin to see that there's a light at the end of the tunnel. There's no hopelessness, because some people might just die from thinking, oh my God, what am I going to gain? My child is not going to school. But when you start understanding that, well, your child is not going to school, but it's better that they're safe, because after this war, there are going to be things. And then others went on to explain the kind of schools that would be the vocational schools, the technical schools, or whatever. And people began to see that, it's not, I mean, the war is not a good thing, but it's not the end of the world. When this war is finished, my kids will go to vocational school, which is much better than what they are doing now. They go to the university, they have a degree, and they are doing Okada or they are selling bonbon in the park. So those are the things that a program like this will be for people, will point it. These are things, psychology is not something that is you pull out of a hat. It's your daily living. But sometimes we don't put it in perspective, and somebody needs to bring your attention to that. And I think that this program does that, showing you the benefits, that you may not go to school for this while, but you may end up on the other end benefiting, because from day one, when you go to school, when I was young, when I heard of people going to Ombe, it was like going to MIT. And so when we start, yes,
Yes.
that man go for
Oh,
No,
Ombe.
you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Ombe was really a prize institution. Go ahead.
I
You
know.
know.
So
yeah.
those are the things that we tell people to look forward to, that this is the kind of education we will have plenty of. And so people don't feel so bad. And that's why people are joining, people who were by the sideline are joining the war, because we want to finish it and have this kind of education.
Just to piggyback
Yeah.
on what Ma Getro said, remember the video of that young boy that was building caterpillar or planes and all the like.
Caterpillar,
Those are
everything, yeah.
those are what's the word? Those are things that people have power of doing. Those are kids that are really smart, that if they are put in the right institution, like an OMBE, will be able to design things and be job builders. They can create jobs for others if they had the opportunities, you know. But we, of course, La Republique ruined all our institutions, and we plan to get it back when we get back to Amazon.
Yeah, that's why we
Yeah,
are putting out this information for people to see, so that they start, building up themselves, start being excited, and joining in and say, wow, this is what we will have.
Yeah, we have a
that's
lot of
really true.
talented. Yeah.
My patience, Margaret said something, bring psychology to perspective. It brings me to think, to remember. There was a list of things that you had. One of them, I think there were 16 or 17. I'm sure you don't have that list in front of you, but one of them was that um, education came right of life,
Yes.
life before education. So I would just like you to hammer on that point, because that is bringing psychology into perspective. Because some people will say many doctors, engineers are lying in the grave. They can no longer use what they had. They are in their graves now. You referring to this little boy building caterpillar. Do psychologically he's supposed to be nurtured, to grow
Mm-hmm.
up, to be taken care
Mm-hmm.
of, and at the end of the day, so he can become that person, that engineer that we already see that he can become in the future. But if we push him today to school and a stray bullet gets him, you know I just like you to just bring this psychology aspect for life more important.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're referring to the United Nations Declaration of Human Rights, that there are about 30 of
Right,
them.
right.
And those, I don't have them in front of me to read all of them, but it's clear that on that list, the right to life was the second thing that was mentioned, the right of life.
Yeah,
And the right to education is way back, maybe like number 26 or so, 23 or 26. So
right.
it's saying that staying alive is the most important human right, and you do everything. You have to respect all human rights, human lives. People that are killing people or maiming people do not respect that human right. What gives them the right to be alive when somebody else is dead? Especially the youth. We have to nurture our youth. The youth is the future of any nation. So if you eliminate the youth of that generation, you start killing them. What becomes of the future generations? They're all gone. You end up having a generation where there are only old people and no young people. You know, so the reason that we think that schooling at this time is not as important as life, because the chances of you getting killed or maimed or raped are so high that we're better off you staying alive and waiting for the better opportunity where you will get this education. And education can be attained at any age. I think that came up during the program also. There are people in the United States of America getting a first degree at the age of 40, 50, you know, and they are becoming very, very important people in the society. Why will you go get an education that you cannot even use it because it's so substandard, where you end up just being uh, selling things on the street? You end up being a slave to somebody because you don't have the knowledge, you don't have the power. So somebody will always rule over you. You're better off waiting till the time where you can get the best education, and then you'll be your own king. You decide what you want to do and do it the best way possible.
Yeah, thank you very much, my patience. One thing that most people, I was talking this afternoon with some friends, that if you look at some people who are really fighting for the liberation of Amazonia, is because they know what they have really been in the systems of the world. and they have come to understand it. You know, when you come to Europe or you go to America, some of the degrees that you bring, degree in history, degree in geography, degree in economics, degree in all those things, nobody look at them. Nobody. So for you young ones in Amazonia, when you see some of us sitting here talking to you, is because we have already felt the pinch. We have come to understand the number of steps we had to go back because what some people took along did not even match a standard. You had to go and do a lot of other courses to even meet up with the standards that require for you to fit into or even to be accepted into the societies. So when Amazonians, we are fighting for, God bless Patasang for me, because he also went to school, became a teacher, very intelligent for those who know him. Oh God, thank you. So if the day I saw that he was behind this thing for education, I said Amazonia is going to go very far. It's going to go very far because he knows what he's saying. As a student and as a teacher, as an educationist, he knows what he's saying. He has tested the system of education. And many of us that have come to the white man's land, you can bear me witness that you that came maybe with your bilingual letters degree from to masters, you that came with your history or your geography, with all some of those things, philosophy, it did not take you anywhere. You had to go and start from somewhere, from the scratch again. Amazonian Pikin them, we are begging you people just to be patient. Be patient because the education that is going to meet you will be a standard that is born out of love. Is born out of love and experience that they will say, take. You know when you just know the baked cake, they just can't give you. So that is the reason why we are appealing that our women, our children should just really sit tight and know that we are still going to come in 2021 to talk about education. We thank you very much for being part and listening to that first part. And we come back to the women, the mothers of the house, the women in ground zero, the ones in ground one. There was the topic of the stink and the brunt of war that the women are the ones really feeling the brunt and the stink of the war. I leave it over to you, Ma Patience, Ma Gertrude. Please, you people, there were a lot of things that came up, what women are going through during this time. We brought it to the notice of the international community and to other women who are sleeping. What can you still tell them?
Yeah, that topic, the brunt of war, really exposed what our women are going through. Women bear the brunt of war in most societies where war occurs. Women and children, because they are the weaker sex and they're taken advantage of by the men. So generally what happens, especially in Amazonia, we've seen cases where our mothers, because their sons or their husbands or any male persons in their family are no longer available, they have to be the ones to bury their young, bury their dead. We've seen cases where women are living in the bushes, women are giving birth in the bushes, women are using moss plant as pads because they have to they cannot go to the city, they're afraid for their lives. We have cases where, and this one is very painful, women have been gang raped by the brute La Republique forces. Young girls as young as 9, even 8, have been raped. Women have been raped in front of their in front of their husbands, in front of their family, by wicked La Republique forces. We have cases where mothers have lost 2, 3, 4 of their children, or they don't know where these kids are. They don't know if they are dead or they are alive or in jail somewhere. So women have relatives, their male relatives in prison, and they don't have access to them. And some of these families, they were such that the men were the sole breadwinner. So now that the men are not there, some of these women are lost. Now, for those cases where women were mostly farmers, peasant farmers, they don't have access to their land anymore. So they're not doing the farming that they used to do to take care of their families or to trade to bring in some income. This war in Ambazonia, in southern Cameroon, has been devastating. Just think about it. Before 2016, we were at peace, although it was not really the type of peace that, it was not real peace, but we were at peace. And it is so sad of what is happening now. Take over, my dear.
Yeah, yeah, ma'am, of those things, each time we start talking about them, we just really, it's so heavy in the heart. It's not easy. Sometimes we smile, sometimes we, it's because when it is too much, you just need to pop it out. Let me pop the end. Always pop the end, crying or sometimes by smiling and hoping that God smiles on us. Margaret, this brunt of the war, you are at the level of the county. You have reports coming from LGAs here and there from women. That was the topic that we treated. You are at that office, that position. What would you just do as a recap for the brunt that women are facing, so long as our liberation struggle is concerned?
Yeah, my Rachel, where this struggle of women touched me very deeply, even before I became the county chair of Mesa. I don't know if you saw my video that I made when I saw the woman showing us how in the bushes they use moss for pad. I was so moved, and I made a little video about that and asking for people to help. You don't know how the little help you can give will go a long way. And so now that I'm the chair of Santa local government to begin with, I'm intimately close to the people on the ground. I know what happens in Santa local government at the minute level, where I get reports on the women, what is happening how the La Republique comes in and rapes or breaks into their houses and destroy everything. And most of these women, their men have gone to war and they are left there. Some men have run away, and it's only these poor women who are there, and they are just so helpless. When they cry, it hurts so badly. Then now, moving on to being the chair of all of MESAM, we have 7 local governments in MESAM. And so when people come and explain what is happening in the different local governments, it is overwhelming. I'm just saying this to say that When you're in your little corner, in your own village or your local government, and you see things there, you are thinking this is your world. But then when you start expanding, looking at the whole county, you see the devastation. Sometimes I don't even get to sleep. I'm up till early in the morning. That's when I fall asleep because I'm just wondering. I'm just thinking. And we are thinking of ways. And that's what I love about Mizam is that when we see something, we pick up and run and start working. And I'm sure it's the same in other counties. But we try to help these people. We help the women, we help children, we give them something for Christmas or holidays or something like that. Uh, you just sometimes have to encourage them. And it's just the word because there's really nothing you can do. You try to put yourself in their place and it's hard and you feel like let me stop this war so that I can stop this pain, but we realize that stopping the war where we are now is not going to stop the pain. It's instead going to increase the pain because La Republique is going to double in on us and crush us like you grind crayfish between two rocks. So we have to encourage. I keep encouraging everybody on our team. We encourage. We tell people it's going to be better. It's going to be better when we get to the promised land, when we get to our own home. So we encourage people, do what you can do in your own little area to foster this war, to make sure that we succeed in this war and we succeed in the as fast as possible. So anything that you know you can do, don't say, I'm not this or I'm not that. No, it takes everybody. We need to put our hands together and start working and not start, continue working the way we are doing so that we can get on the other side and we can put down our things and start enjoying, start living, start breathing, you know. I mean,
Yeah,
the president's speech
thank you.
yesterday was remarkable. And so I
Yeah.
hope that people will get a lot from that. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Margaret. That was really powerful because I would just add that women are really, really going through a lot. Sisters, do you know that women do give birth in prison? Our women do give birth in prison. Some of us we ask, how did they get, when did they get pregnant before they got and be given birth in the prisons? Most of them were arrested when they were in their early months. Some even got raped, even inside those walls, and they stayed there to bear those children. You, a woman, please, if you are listening to us, one is here. Be ready to bring the little packet every month for babies born in the prisons. We give to our own nice to but innocent babies are being given birth in prison. Some of the women are rushed into prison cells after being raped. They have all kinds of infection you can imagine. And don't ask yourself that how they get infection for prison. But the point is, experience something. You may not be able to analyze it, but science is the best teacher. Times, in circumstances, this must not be the best teacher. Just imagine, just imagine that you are being raped by whosoever, thrown into prison yard, no medication, nothing. Sit out here, start preparing. how you can take care of women in prisons for their medical bills. There's a lot of assignment here if we want to name them all. Because when we come out, we eat, we drink, we clean up, we don't know what a sister is itchy down there, is stinky down there because of lack of one antibiotic or one medication or any doctor's consent. That is the brunt some women are facing where they are because of the Amazonian liberation struggle. It is an assignment for you and I. Please, if they come knocking at your door, contribute 10 euro, 10 pounds, $10, 50, 10 yen. Please do. And say, take the responsibility yourself. For those who are afraid that maybe they may eat their money, say, I will do the work. Take the responsibility, take the money, and do it. How many women do we feed this Christmas, my patients?
Oh, yes. This Christmas, we initiated a fundraising where we reached out to the community. Some members of the women's department reached out to the communities, to their friends, to their family, to just donate small amounts of money, ranging from $20 to $100. And we raised from that short fundraising period, which started like December 1st to about December 18th, we raised about $6,000. What we did was that we distributed the money to the 13 counties and had somebody coordinate purchasing rice, Maggi, oil, soap, salt, and sometimes fish to these women so that they can celebrate Christmas and know that we are thinking about them. Again, it's just a token to keep us connected with them, to give them joy, even if it's for one day. This exercise was carried successfully in where we know that it's been carried in 12 counties. One county is still outstanding because we've not had the person who can coordinate it there. So when we send our videos out and our report out, it will be for the 12 counties that we had somebody on the ground to coordinate the activity. So it touched a few women. It wasn't a lot of money to go around to make sure that everybody in every village had something. It was not possible to do that. But we hope that reaching out to one person and making one person happy is better than doing nothing. So to answer your question, Ma Rachel, we touched at least for every area that that money went to, for every county, or we touched at least 15 women. There are some places that we touched more than that. Some places we touched about 10, but the average was about 15 women. And the videos will be going out soon, and the report will go out to the people that took part in the fundraising to let them know that the monies that they gave went out to help these women. And we're just bringing this up now because we're telling you that the brunt of war is mostly on women that are suffering. And let's ask this question. Most of those villages that were burned down, people were living in those villages before. Where are those people now? Where have they gone to? Are they still in the bushes? Or have they gone to live in the city with some family members? And those who are still in their villages, how are they managing to survive in the villages with the enemy still on their tail every now and then, with the enemy trying to make them give away their sons? One of those beneficiaries, Ma Rachel, you and I saw the video, a mama, very happy. And she said in that video that she has lost 3 of her sons. Can you imagine? 3 of her sons have been killed because of this war. So it's really a painful thing. We enter 2021. We pray that all this killing will stop because La République, they don't have a soul. They don't have a conscience. They're killing innocent young boys. They're killing innocent young boys, and that has to stop.
Yeah. Thank you, Mapis. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I just to add that we shouldn't just we should please don't we are not celebrating ourselves here, or are we praising the war that is going on? The point is, some people may say, why is it that you are crying that this and that and that, and you are still pursuing the war? The thing is that freedom does not come on the platter of gold. Doesn't come with a platter on the platter of gold. You have to push for it. You have to fight for it. It's just like a woman giving birth to a child. They have to tell you, push. It is a war. You see, between life and death, you have to push. Either you die or that child dies. So in most cases, women push because they want to live and they want their newborn to live. That is why this war, we did not even call for the war. All of us know the background of the war. It was imposed on us. Somebody cannot just come and be beating you every day, beating your children every day, and you sit and watch. You just sit down and watch. It will get a man's patience has limits. You will get up one day and still do something. So this is the something that we are doing. So brothers and sisters, mostly mothers, the brunt of the war, women are feeling it. You saw mothers digging grave. We've gone out of culture. We are fighting that our culture should come back in place where young men are the one having to dig graves when people die. Mothers are at the background preparing food to celebrate the burials. The fathers are making arrangements for the corpse to be transferred and all that. If you look at it, things have been turned upside down for us. We are crying that women are bearing it too much. We shouldn't leave it. We should contribute our voices to say, let this war, let justice be brought so that the people of Southern Cameroon will maintain their restoration of their statehood. I will just now get to I don't know how much we have, but we talk about we are not drifting slowly with women towards we talk about the women were here, the women in the act were here to talk about the Swiss led talk. So my patience, if you are again very comfortable, you can speak say something, let my get you aside say something in relation to capacity building and women in the team Ambazonia.
Yeah, so with regards to Team Amazonia or the Women in Act, we know that the main purpose of Team Amazonia is for us to go sit on that table and have a conversation with La Republique and find the root causes of the problem and end the war once and forever. So the role of women in ACT is to be also, that echo is really bothering me. Are you hearing the echo?
Yeah, we do.
Okay. It's so difficult to talk with it on the background. I'll do my best. So
That's
the
right.
role is that women have to be part of the conversation also. You don't want to have a team where it's only men in the team. Women should be part of the conversation. And the capacity building is the sense that women have to speak with one voice. We all know what we want. If all the women are coming together with one voice, they paint a stronger picture. Their plight is believable because they are saying the same thing. It's not that one person is saying A and the other person is saying Z. We all are saying the same thing. So Team Ambazonia, and Ma Emma Osong is one of the pioneer women in Team Ambazonia, and she was there from inception. They are working to make sure that hopefully 2021, La Republique can go sit on that table with Team Ambazonia. I said hopefully. It will mean that we as women, we have to do our own work every day. We have to be activists. We have to reach out to the international community and continue to push this forward, because our people are the ones suffering. There's more sympathy when you see a child and a woman suffering than when you see a man suffering. Usually the world frowns on people hurting women and children. And because of that, we need to make sure that we tell our stories over and over again. We do not relent. And at the same time, we help our people that are suffering. So we need to all encourage people to support Team Ambazonia. If you have suggestions out there, you can always send it to core members that you know that have affiliations with Team Ambazonia. It's a team made up of about 8 different fronts and movements. And the IG, I think, is the biggest of all those groups. I don't want to call the IG the group. The IG is the interim government. And I think that we should recognize. Ma Rachel, over to you.
Yes. We've now to one of the last topic that we treated. Operation called upon like never before. You remember we treated collaboration called on like never before. So the question was, what is really collaboration? How far can we collaborate? What has the interim government done since, from what time? I know where collaboration, and from my own perspective, how far they have come asking for collaboration, and what mixed collaboration is being asked by who, from where, and how has this call for collaboration in the different from the different spheres interrupted or disturbed us, disturbed the fact that we have failed to collaborate.
Well, let me start and then Margaret will follow. The sad thing is that this word collaboration would not have been even a big issue if we just had our one interim government. If everybody was working, and maybe this is what can happen in 2021. If everybody really believes in our sovereignty, that we really deserve to be a nation, and you go join your local government area, part of the interim government, then we are all working together as that unit. Collaboration comes when you have fragments where people are doing their own thing and you just want them to continue doing their own thing as long as they don't do something that opposes what the other person does. For example, if I say that there should be a ghost town on a Wednesday, you don't come and say, no, there should be ghost town on Tuesday. You collaborate with me and say, yes, ghost town is on Wednesday. But it will not be needed if we all worked under the same banner. And I will go back and just say certain things that happened. When Sissoco was the interim president, the acting interim president at that time, after the interim government, there were all these groups that did not support him. The Ayaba, Cho, and what's this other guy's name?
There was Akwanga. Dr.
Yes,
Akwanga,
there were all these groups that didn't support him because he came to California here. They didn't support him, and I've always been curious, why didn't they support him then? You know, because if they had supported them, would have had just one body that everybody was going to be working under that body. We would have been closer to Buea. You know, we really would have been closer to Buea. But now that he's out there, he went and he was arrested, abducted, and then thank God President Sako took over. Then some of those people that were not supporting him are now supporting him in jail. Makes you wonder why, you know. So let's talk about this collaboration thing. Pa Tasang is there. He has talked about collaboration. 2021, as long as you do not do anything that spoils what somebody else is doing to take us to Buea, that is collaboration. But the best way to collaborate, if people are really serious, just go find your LGA and join your local government and work in that structure. Because that is what we're trying to build. And Mark Gertrude, we explained that. That's what we're trying to build. A system where before we talk with La Republic, when we finish talking with La Republic and we have our own country, the system is already in place. The Amber Peace Plan is already a structure that is governing from the bottom top. And if everybody, I say everybody, I'm continue to preach this, joins this your local government and work within that structure, we are halfway gone. Margaret, what do you think?
Yes, I totally agree with you. The way that I like to explain collaboration is like, first of all, I want to say that we are collaborating because we have the same objective in mind, to get our independence, to have our own homeland, to get to Buea. Therefore, if we agree to that, let us look at it like a husband and wife who have divergent thoughts or ideas and they divorce. Well, you have your child or children, and when your child is playing soccer, the father and the mother come there. They don't come to that to that field, and this person is saying kick, this person is saying catch, this person, they collaborate at that time because they have one objective, for their child to do well. And so they sit there, they forget their differences because there's one objective. And they sit and they support the child, they clap. I brought orange, what did you bring? I brought an apple. Okay, we give them to that child and have friends or so, and they eat and they are happy. And in the end of the day, we go to our own different homes. So this is not the time. It would be good that if everybody can forget their own groups and we come into one under the interim government, it would be good. But if we don't want to, that's not the fight we are in now. The fight is to get La Republique out of our country for us to build our own. So I want us to look at it like a family which has divorced, but they have one common goal. If you hear today that they are attacking people in Nkwen, and then you are from another group and you're close by, you take your boys, you say it looks like Nkwen is being overpowered, and you're from whether Sokadef or whatever group, and you come and you assist, and you know that those people are not killed, the people in Nkwen are not killed. You've collaborated. At the end of the day, you take your boys and you go back to your own camp. That would be some form of collaboration. But if with the collaboration means I have to kick you to the side and take the child, like the scenario I'm talking of a father and mother fighting, then you take the child and run. It's messing things up. It makes you cannot even do, the child does not even benefit. So that's the way I look at it. If people look at, we had the draft, and Maurice, the Tum from Bo Herbert from Maurice was very active. He did not come to say, well, I'm coming here to talk about this so that you send the money to Maurice or we are fighting. No, he saw something that is of common benefit. He knows that if the interim government has this money, is going to put it to good use. We are going to free Ambazonia. And the interim government did not say, oh, you cannot be Maurice or don't come here. No, it is a common thing we have to fight on. You join us, we fight. Then after that, we see what we have in common and we work on those things. There might be one or two differences. When we have slain the dragon, when we have won the war, those groups will come together, sit together, and see how they can fuse. If that is what it would take. But for now, there's no need. There's no need for people to be fighting and tearing people and saying we have this group. And what is very annoying is that we have some people, I call them spoilers. You have an affinity to one group, and maybe that group is dormant. Maybe Sokadev is not even bothering anybody. They are just there. They like what is happening. Maybe people like what Maurice is doing, and Maurice is not saying anything contrary to what the interim government is saying. And then some people just come and say, oh, you have to collaborate with Maurice. You have to collaborate. This thing you guys are doing, we cannot get into the promised land until you collaborate. I mean, and the thing is that Maurice did not ask for. They did not even, you start making Maurice feel like I am so important that if they do not give me this big seat, then this war cannot end. And then they begin to do things that they didn't have any business doing. They were quiet. Let's leave sleeping dogs lie. It is the people who stoke the fire. People go around saying, you need to join with this man. And that person was not even saying anything. That person was just quiet, doing their own business. So our people have to stop that nonsense. We have to let people do what they know is the right thing. When we start stoking the fire, we are messing up something that is working. If you come and say, oh, don't go to the football match where your child is playing because your ex-husband is there or your ex-wife is there. Those people were sitting down, taking care of their child, and that's the most important thing at that moment. Excuse me. And that was it. And they leave and go to their respective homes. They are fine. But people don't want to see peace. Not even with us. There are people who just like trouble. And those are the people who are bringing up this collaborate. Anybody who wants to collaborate,
Yeah.
ambassadors, La Republique out, finish.
Yeah, that is really true, Mama G. Let me just come in here because I remember very well that day I said to myself, if we look at the meaning of collaboration in the Oxford Dictionary, we all can read it. It is there. But I said to myself that because I like to coin things, I said start collaborating with yourself. Collaborate with yourself. I am in Mutengene Junction. I want to go to Boya. Do I take the taxi that is going towards Tico, or the taxi that is going towards Victor, or the taxi that is going up to go and pass through my 13, my 14, to get to my 17 and branch to Boya? Or even when I get to my 17, do I continue down to Moya, going down, or do I take it up to climb through Moliko? That is the thing we should say, collaborate. And when you start collaborating with yourself, you will start looking for the bus that is going to Boya. You look for that vehicle, that taxi, whether it's 14-seater, 20-seater, or 7-seater that is going. That is that bus you will enter. You will not go and enter the one that is shouting, Tico, 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 Victoria, Victoria, Victoria. It's not that one you will enter. You will enter the one that is going, Boya, 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 Boya. That is the one you will go. You will go and join people. When you get there, you still ask them, Una go na Boya? They will say yes. You see, you pay a ticket. You ask and so that the counter they where they pay ticket for go boya. They will show you. You go pay a ticket for the take your ticket can she done. For me now the thing this way me I dey call and say collaboration. LGA na that boss wey na you where you tell yourself say I wan go boya. You will find say where your LGA dey. You go the bus where you go enter go be na the county where you go where you find your county dey inside and the two wey go take you go there boya go be na that CID wey we dey talk am for here you pay your ticket that ticket wey you pay am e go show say you don dey collaborate with yourself and if you go inside there you see plenty people dey like you. Any person wey know say wan go boya e go try for follow na this step dem. Okay, if you talk yourself say okay I no must go through LGA because some people dey say many roads dey still go wrong. Make sure say thing wey you dey do you dey go na boya because if you come for park dey say motor dey don already go you go see some small motor wey e go say I fit carry you go I fit still take you go for that place but that motor the motor go still take you go to the boya wey you wan go. Na the thing wey dem dey call am say collaboration. No be this confusion wey today person go say make una no support this person make they that one no be collaboration na spoiling that. Fellow Ambazonians we don too suffer. I know one woman wey e dey tell me say if una leave this thing e spoil. That people dem go dey tell we say make we sleep make dem waka for we front make dem waka for on top we. And for una wey una dey think say una don get land, una get businesses, una get everything. I sure say una don already read that laws for that their regional laws for special status wey they don give am. If you no fight for Ambazonia, no say that your land, you wan go there Sunday they go put caterpillar bulldoze am for you because they go tell you say your land certificate or land title be invalid. Na so they will tell you. You need threaten any person or not be some fight and na say make we understand because some person go say why una dey fight this thing why una not just leave it. If una leave this thing for thief man in hand he go thief una finish. Go thief everything you will not own anything. Some of una say I don buy land for Victoria, I get land for beach, I get land for Tico, I get land for this side, I get land for Boya. No, na just wait. And the only thing I say before you go reach that level, collaborate and stand tall for Amazonia, that land where God be giving. Mape, Margaret, I go fit talk small more concerning our 2021. Are we satisfied? Have we exhausted the thing we put for 2020?
Oh, we also had the not all roads lead to Boya. That one was quite a long, maybe 4 weeks series
Yeah,
where we really
yeah,
experienced a lot of problems in our liberation struggle and why
yeah.
we believe that not all roads lead to Boya and why I think the last one that you mentioned you had a list of all these animals, whether you're a cockroach or a dog,
As well,
you remember that?
yeah, the other one. Yeah, the other one. Unfortunately, our technical crew could not really, we had technical issues that day. Brothers and sisters, there was a list that we sent out there. We were asking ourselves, who are you? You know, let me just go back and go and look at it again. I was asking ourselves, if are you a cockroach?
I bet una
Are
leave
you a dog?
cockroach as
Are you special
Are you
status?
a special status? Are you a Baminda? Are you an Anglophone? Are you a Saudi zoner?
A
Are you
dog.
a Western zoner? Northern zoner? Are you a dog? All those things.
The
Because if
Biafra.
you
Are you Biafra?
um,
Yes.
or you be Biafra,
Well, I think to answer that question, I think the
yeah,
answer was that
Mama, please,
no. But Rachel, the answer
yeah,
was that we are not any of those. We are Amazonians. We are
Amazonian.
Amazonians fighting for
yeah.
our right to get our own land and regain our independence. That's all we are fighting for.
Okay, Mama G, what's your own answer?
No, you know, see, I didn't hear the laugh the whole time. Are you cockroaches? Are you Biafra? Are you Bazuzu? We are. That's why we are fighting this thing, so that nobody is going to ask us, our children, any longer. It's going to be.
Yeah,
Listen, let me say one thing that you made mention of that I thought came to my mind. A lot of people are sitting at back home and saying, "Oh, you guys are in the white man country, waiting to come and lord over us." People don't even understand the kind of work people do here. We clean. You see, when you tell person winter is like sitting in the refrigerator, they don't even understand. But you have, excuse me, you go out and work, you clean, we go to work in the old people's home and clean people the shit, you carry it in your hand. People, all this, like Marashall has said about people having degrees in geography and history. Sometimes somebody tells you, I have degrees, and that degree it's a paper. But are you ask that person, are you putting it into use? There's people who really are working in their field, but there's so many people who are not. But we struggle. It's just that, we can go when they have sales, because back home you don't have sales. Here we wait when they say this clothes was 2,000 francs. The day that they remove some money, we run and go and buy, and we look like we are good. The reason that we can send money back home and you live on is because the exchange rate. When you take $1 does not even buy anything. 500 francs, you buy two plantain. I beg una here, now only two plantain. So now, so we dey suffer, we dey work so much money and we dey spend so much for here. So when people there wey they don't reach 50, where 50 and so where they come for this country maybe at like 30, they don't reach 50, 60. All that years them, we will be there for their home, the work for they enjoy, be massa. We don't waste them all. They here they do cleaning job. So when I say when I dey talk because when I dey there when I dey enjoy, it hurt me inside my heart, and it hurt a lot of us because we don't know what we suffer even psychologically. When you dey home, when I dey here, I wake up for morning time, I go for make my bed, I go for cook, I go for wash pan, I go for sweep floor. Tell me how many una dey my age, una dey home, una dey do this kind of work. Una get pikin the way they dey help una. For here, you don't get nobody. Now you one. So we don't losses. When una check say, oh, una dey talk because una dey enjoy, una dey chop rice and stew. Una say anytime when man dey come home from home, we go, I beg you fit send me small crayfish. I beg you fit send me a spices. We miss home. We miss home, ma tell una. This not be we country. You fit dey here 100 years, not be your country. We fit buy house, say my friend, I see my friend in house the other day, big mighty house. He take his time, he buy cement, sand, king, billa, he owner. Here we dey buy house, pay for 30 years. 30 years you go there here, you go there alive. So when una the one blame we, say we dey here the enjoy. More una understand say the big part of we life don't go wasted. What we get for their home, more we be like people. Now we for there for these offices, and so we just sympathize with una because we understand. Say now the time this way the young people them where they dey for road, where they don't get education, then they for road that they do okada. Now the time where they begin for be productive. Now we dey ask those people the way then they say, una come on, man, we fix we country, man, we pikin them get work. Because if they not get that work, then two go suffer like we they go be a generation of people where life pass them by. Huh? So now this
Good
thing
talk,
where I
Maggie.
feel strongly about for explain for we people.
Yes. Thank
Yes,
you. Thank you very much.
Rachel,
Yes,
ma just
Mabe,
add one or two
tell me.
sentences.
Mabe, you feel reduce your volume.
Me?
No, my own volume. Yeah, the echo is too much.
Yeah, your volume small.
Okay, is it better now?
Much better.
Okay, ma try now. Okay, I thought it was coming from someone else.
No, it was coming
Ma
out
just
to me.
finish, continue where ma get to end. We didn't fight this war. We didn't not before come back for take over for anybody. I'll speak for myself. I want just come where I feel just go sit down for some money house and cook me some achu I enjoy. Or I feel just go work for my village. We get so many beautiful areas. See all these nice streams them. You know, the visual effect be so much. I just want a peaceful home. Plus then now you get for work for survive. You get for really work every day. Some people they live what they call them paycheck to paycheck, where if money not come, you for even be homeless. You know, we get people that for this country where the next day you find them for street, they not get house or they stay for inside their motor them. They be homeless. We don't want to be that kind of people there for a country. We only fight for freedom so that the young people that go take over. Me, mama patience, I not get any ambition for be any person for that whole country. President Sako not get any ambition for be any person for that whole country. Secretary Chris not get any ambition. We fight now for one of the younger generation. For set the stage so that we grand picking them, we great grand picking them, they will get a future. Me, I don't always say this country, what would they so? At the end, because other people will be fight for free this country. It was never like this before. Several years ago, we did do the same thing right now for Amazonia. So that me, Margaret, Rachel, if we just go, sit down peacefully, we'll find some person with a clean house for we. We know with the clean house we sell, like Margaret to talk. I did laugh because not true.
Yes, Mabe, that's
Get
really
people
true.
back home way, they get someone where they drive them. They drive motor, they get one they go buy do grocery, they get one cook. You know,
I know.
we get people that want to live like that for back home. You know, they need to suffer like we would suffer for here. So when we just finish this war, the truth be on our side. When we finish this war, so we feel liberate our our picking to get a future.
Yes, thank you, Mape. The thing why I want really add on for this talk now say one thing they were the hear some people that they say yes una they talk una say me our own pikin they not go school una own them for that side that they go very soon una own they go come rule over our. The thing used to funny me because I can't this side now about 20 years ago. The pikin they want meet all them for this side. They don't big them, they work them for year. Oh. They get their houses then for year. If you even ask them something self, they not even know. They only know say their parents then come from Africa somewhere. Maybe the one the way they be adventurous, that they fly go for their different countries because I get friends from many different countries, from Kenya, all over from Africa. I have them. The pikin that they only go them. Not if you get three pikin, now only one self. Someone that not even be interested. Talk less of say the pikin the way we the born am for here, they go come say the one can rule una own pikin them for Amazonia. My brothers and sisters, the more una take that one away from una head because if una know the mentality of the pikin the way where they born there for here, una not even talk. Now we where would the call and say never again generation because now we don't remain where we will see the remaining thing them for Amazonia. At least I be small. I be remember time that we see the paper papa them family allowance. I be still small. I be the year how the kid talk and I grow and know am. Then I come for this country, I still can't see and say family allowance still there. Then I can't dey reflect. But now if you ask some family then they will na only dem go cook, na dem go pay their pikin their school fees, na dem go pay their pikin their things dem. Only a handful wey be privilege, their pikin dem dey get scholarship, dem dey go white man country. Dem dey go China. Now China don open door. So one dey go China, so one dey go all dis country wey the pikin dem still go dey, dem still dey suffer. Because the day wey your visa finish, your course just finish, you must dey go back. So the thing I say, if finally every person get him own country, we wey we don stay for dis place, they'll ask you say which day, when last were you home? I no fit talk am for my own country talk, I dey just translate am now because my country talk na different one. When last were you home? When last did you see your parents? Do you still have your family at home? Because that dey remind you no be at home. But now as Margaret should talk, we don already grow. We don pass 40, 50, 60. Now it's time wey my brothers and sisters, the only thing I say make we wipe all dis thing for our head. Na for the future generation wey we dey fight. E be very important. There is a benefit in having a nation of your own, a nation controlling it. It's just like you comot for renting house, you be landlord. You know when you never pay rent, month the end, your heart dey make kubup, kubup, kubup. When dem knack door, you fit say na landlord. You start turn like man. You say when landlord come talk say I no dey. You start teach pikin dem how for lie. So na the thing wey we see say like Republican use our country twist am for we. But now wey we don know say the truth must be told, na why wey we dey say make we stand so that pikin dem they go fit even know how e mean how for select their own leaders, defend their institutions. No be my pikin go can do am. As my patients talk, they don already fight war dem for this country the way we dey now. They don put their things there straight with the just benefit. So some of you dey fight so that Ambazonian pikin dem too, or most of Africa, they still dey fight so that this good life wey these people dey don fix am for themselves, make black race to still enjoy am for their own continent. So na the reason wey we dey try for fight this Ambazonia war. And for this interim government, I go respect this man wey dem call this say Dr. Sako, because many people don fall by the wayside. But he stand. He get the vision. He stand. People don talk. People don back. I praise, may God continue give you that wisdom since that time from that Dr. Common Sense.
So
Hold on.
Rachel, so I think the technical team said more we start wrap up, right?
Round up, yes. We just have about, let me say, we have about 15 minutes. So according to the last report. So Mape, no, just give a headline. May give a headline to the small thing where we get them for 2021. How we intend. We already get the project. May I leave them for you? You are the SOS. Go ahead.
Yeah. So for 2021, as far as this show, the Horizon, be concerned, we don't really invite people there. We don't really talk. We invite everybody may come. When I reach out to Marich, reach out to me if when I be interested on coming on the show. But we foresee say we'll get on the show more topic on education. We'll talk some more on education, of course. We foresee say we'll get this important topic where we'll get people that can talk about the difference between common law, and civil law, because we'll not be reach that topic this 2020. So we'll get people that can talk about common law versus civil law. Someone that really understand the difference and why we common law be superior over civil law. We'll get people that can talk about the type of infrastructure would one build for Ambazonia, in terms of roads, in terms of hospitals, schools, the banking system, commerce. We'll get people that can talk for now. And the reason behind this, I say, one tell una the difference, how we go be very different from the La Republic we wanna know, and how there will be opportunities for jobs for everybody because of all this new infrastructure we Amazonia go get. And we also continue for educate for history. We still believe say a lot of our people they don't really know with history. That history where we go talk from a women's perspective from what happened from 1953, where we be rule we serve up to September 1961 before La Republican take over we for October 1st, 1961. So we'll give that history. And we believe say as people they understand this history, they will really realize say we get reason for stand our ground. We get reason for fight for our freedom because there was no reason where La Republique be a own country by itself, and we Southern Cameroons will not be fit be our own country. And we get for make una understand also what part France they get for play in this picture. You know, we got that education will come up in 2021. And then most importantly, as current event, what did they happen for the land they go on, we will bring our on the air. In terms of the department itself, we vision being for do some very important thing. We don't raise funds for what they call widows empowerment program. The goal now for make sure say some people the way that they suffer because of this war, they be empowered. Empower means that they give una the tools them. They give una the tools them for be able to take care of una self and una family. So that each time when I not going to wait for this small money, we again made a buy chop for Christmas time because when I feel able to do it by ourselves. So that be very important. For that program will roll out this 2021 with some people will start benefit for them. And then we also plan for help with education. You know, say right now we don't say make picking no go school. They will find a way where we feel make sure say we picking it to get some small education for places where they be. We not be the real traditional school setting will not be safe. We go embark on that. And then we want for make sure say we women them, they be together. This talk with marriage, you don't talk about capacity building or I'll change it to say civil societies. We want men with women they be together. May they understand say if they be together, they get one vision, the same dream where we get them for year. We now forget our free nation Amazonia, where they go be the main foundation for that nation. They go for start work together for build that thing on the ground. We know say there's way to do that. We know say La Republique they listen to us, but we get the power, we get the means for do things for strengthen our partnership, so that would be one powerful Amazonia with the women as a foundation. But Richard, I don't know what I don't miss any other
Yeah,
thing. If you
okay. No, Mape. Actually, we never miss anything. We miss anything. The appeal still stand and say, may women be ready to stand up for speak like women because the atrocity is too much. And when women they cry from different directions, that they hear their voice quick for place where they dey. Ambazonia woman dem own na no she don cry. If una know wetin wey Sudanese women dey do, na im make am before South Sudan dey today so. If una know thing wey woman dey for Colombia dey do, na im make am before the Colombia their own thing to stop. For many other places, we fit give a long list. So you Ambazonia woman, you go say make the war stop, then all we go cry. Okay. My patience. To the technical crew, please. We are also pleading that the video we send there, let's have it also to thank the yeah. And my patience. Can we are to round up? Time is not is a luxury we do not have. So Margaret, can you just say something? Maybe you have something in mind that you would like to for us to take home for 2021.
Okay. 2021, for me, I don't talk say na a year of homecoming. Say I dey check, say I dey pray God, say make this war finish, make na this year be the year wey we dey go home. And so since na the year wey we dey go home, we get for start, as they say, empower women, make dem see say many things wey dem fit do, make dem start prepare themselves. Say if we get for go home today, wetin we go do, how we go take care of ourselves, wetin, may I get some skills. If I dey for place where other women dem dey, may I even learn for sew or for make hair or for braid hair at the place where una dey, so that when we come back home, before we dey build, before government, because this government will not get any money right now, but by the time we government wan get itself together, we go for chop. So now my appeal that to women, many man try for the place where e dey, for learn small skill. If na for cook, everybody dey cook, but some women dem cook, the cooking be above wey people dey like am. Learn how for cook am, so that one go comot, you fit begin dey cook even as small puff puff and beans, people dey chop. And then for we own part for here, we will dey out here, I dey beg say make everybody try for pay a draft. Make people wey dey never finish dem draft for last year, make dem finish pay that draft. More start see how we could go for next year, this year's draft. And then more we see say any intervention where government talks to me, they carry am out, make money dey for do am. If money no dey, we dey ask, wetin dey do, wetin una dey do, wetin una dey do. When the country no fit do, president no fit do nothing when money no dey. So na my two great appeal than that. And we we just continue as we already collaborate, local government by local government, county by county, all we collaborate with, and people there where they want join we. If una be don't be for other groups, when I see say this system is good, when I can't join, we no go tell people and say me they no can't join. We want be one big family. How you go feel when you hear say Mommy John down the street for the place where you grow, if pikin get a hurt. The way or you go out here 2 years ago, you will say, well, no man no be tell me. Now because you know they for your local government. If you there for your local government, they discuss everything will happen for one locality. So you go know, and you feel want help. Now the way that way you go help. So I invite everybody, make them go join their local government. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mama G. My patience, we not get time now, and we still get that 5 minute video where
I'll just
technical
make it
people
1 minute comment. I
just
just want to
say
thank I just want to thank everyone who don't watch this program today. I just want to say 2021, we just pray say God will take us to our promised land. I pray say all women them, mommy them, picking them, wanna be steadfast. Una be steadfast and una continue for belief in our Amazonia, because the truth being I say we deserve to get our own country. And if the truth be on our side and God be on our side, it will happen. So I just want to say blessings for 2021. Keep on fighting. Take care of yourself, and this struggle will end small time. Thank you plenty, and Happy New Year once more.
Yes, we want to thank you people, everyone that was on the horizon in the year 2020. You will see yourself with a thank you video. The technical crew is going to give you the final word, and for our farmers on ground zero, very big thank you to the house. Remain resolute. We will do all that we can to let you have to sail through. The women, the children, the men, we are all behind you because you are there. We thank you very much. And a thank you for all those who came to this program. Next Friday, we shall be here for the second session in 2021. Please contact the department to make your availability known to us so we can incorporate and work together. Thank you very much. Technical crew, over to you, please.
Hail this land of glory, we the Amazonians pledge our loyalty, present to our Savior who granted us a free.
Watching this extract based on the Horizon, the voice of the Amber Woman on ABC TV. These men and women